perfect game to me is, first of all, one in which you've got exciting, fair competition on the field where the student athletes themselves have a chance to play for something really important that matters to them, an environment where the fans are enthusiastic and passionate, that's played in a venue that appreciates good competition and allows everyone to have a great time, enjoy that experience, and come away knowing that they played their best, that they did it in a fair way, and that they had an opportunity to enjoy a wonderful crowd.
When you conduct 6 national championships in 1 week, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of great work by a lot of wonderful people.
And that's what was great about coming to Louisville, was we had the hotels, we had the great city, we had a city that really wanted to make it work. And we've got 3 different venues that are perfect.
Bellarmine decided to get involved with the Championships Festival through our partnership with the Greater Louisville Sports Commission.
Part of our strategic plan is to continue to develop and support athletics, but part of that has to be investment in facilities. We've been able to do that. A wonderful stadium, the Owsley Frazier Stadium, which took care of a number of our men's and women's sports. We've invested in Knights Hall and have plans and prices for what we will continue to do.
The facilities over at Bellarmine are top-notch, national championship quality, and I think that'll help them on a recruiting level and just help bring in some more top-level athletes.
To have the NCAA take notice of us and say, you have a good thing going down there. We'd like you to host these sports. So we were thrilled.
Working with Jill Wilson with the NCAA, releasing the volunteer portal via the website has been a great tool to get the word out.
The Bellarmine student athletes have been incredible. I mean, they're our ball shaggers. They're running the events. They are student athletes, but they have supported this opportunity because they want to see great competition as well.
The Bellarmine Student Athlete Advisory Committee has been an integral part. They will play host at each of the student athlete lounges in the hotels. My coach has done a great job scheduling that with our student athletes.
So we came early to Louisville. We asked all of those kids in those sports information classes and those sports administration classes, would you be willing to help us put on a national championship festival? The local organizing committee has actually done an incredible job of soliciting most of their volunteers.
The Sports Commission has a volunteer database that when an event comes in, I shoot out and say, hey, here's a unique opportunity that we have that if it interests you, let me know.
Something like this doesn't happen in a day, a week, a month. This is years of planning, cooperation, and for a host like Bellarmine, for a host city like Louisville, to come forward with all of their resources, their creativity, their energy, and their commitment. It is something that makes it happen, allows us to put in the championships, put in the arrangements for the student athletes, and it really makes for a special experience.
For the students, being here is almost the complete experience. So if you win, that's just icing on the cake.
I think one of the greatest things about having a festival like this is just how it builds so much camaraderie between the athletes, not just for my own team. It's our whole conference that groups together and we all become like a team.
The student athletes that have an opportunity to actually win, even those that you make it to the Final Four. I mean, you've got to understand it. Later on, they'll appreciate it when this is over. And it prepares you for your next step in life.
And I think some of that has helped with what we're doing with the student athlete lounges.
The Olympic Village kind of thought where everybody at night can wander around, see people from other parts of the country.
We have a mixture of teams at every hotel. It's kind of brought them together a little bit to say, you know what, we're not competing today. And it's okay that we get along and they're doing the dance contest or the Wii games. I think it's phenomenal.
What we're also seeing is that teams are coming out and supporting each other. They're here showing spirit and showing good sportsmanship and cheering on their Division II student athlete friends.
It's going to be lively, it's going to be entertaining, but we're going to create an atmosphere by using everything that we have in our pocketbook to be able to show schools that you too can have a great game. but you can do it all and not have to have any profanity, not have to have any poor behavior on the field or otherwise. And I think that's what we strive to do in every perfect game.
We're being able to show our game environment initiative at a national level, which is something that we haven't been able to do before.
The Don't Cross the Line initiative actually started from Minnesota Mankato, and Kevin Bisman did a great job of kind of starting this idea, and it's just really taken off like wildfire.
A number of other universities I know and colleges, they're all out there trying to shape that environment, work with their fans, get them to be engaged, but do it in a proper way.
This just isn't an institutional response, but it's part of a larger NCAA response. So frankly, it makes enforcement easier. Literally, the lines are clear.
To me, it's a teaching tool, just like a faculty member would use a chalkboard or an overhead. It's a way to visually remind them that you can get caught up in the athletic competition, but we're here to enjoy the experience and support one another and be very civil in what we do.
The engagement of the community throughout this festival is great, starting from the volunteers all the way through the community engagement project at the Muhammad Ali Center.
Our opportunity this year was one where we had an opportunity to meet with 100 students from the Louisville community with 50 of our student athletes. We paired them up into groups.
They come from backgrounds where they don't always have a lot of enrichment, opportunities that many of us might take for granted, like going to museums or, theaters or any of that kind of stuff.
We are here to not only promote Muhammad Ali's vision, his legacy, his ideals, but also to encourage others to find the greatness within themselves.
They got to shadow box, they got to see a lot about Muhammad Ali's life, but they also got to spend a lot of time with our student athletes talking about our 6 attributes and what those mean to us as Division II. One thing led to another. Pretty soon I look up in the confidence area of Muhammad Ali's museum, and the kids are having sort of a throwdown, is what the kids call it, where everybody gets in a circle and they all dance.
Muhammad loves youth and is part of the reason why he wanted the Ali Center to be built.
When I think in terms of Louisville experiencing this and being my hometown, I look at it as just a tremendous opportunity for bringing other families into our area.
It's a gem to have been here, and I know that all of us involved in it are very appreciative that you chose Louisville.
It's a city of possibility, and it's certainly been a city of possibility for Division II.
They open up their community, and our students embrace that.
This is a model, quite frankly, that we should look at for other sports and other divisions across intercollegiate athletics. It's incredibly healthy and perfectly reflective of what we stand for.
One of the great virtues that we celebrate here and try and make real is hospitality.
We've kind of challenged ourselves to take this festival to the next level, and we want a true championship experience for our student athletes.
I hope the students come away from that experience very inspired about not just winning, but the discipline, the excitement, the camaraderie, the memories they'll have for a lifetime.
In Division II, we're all about family. We help each other, and I think that's a big part of why we're successful at what we do.
It's really a terrific idea. It's being beautifully executed. The student athletes at the end of the day are the ones who benefit the most.
I watch those kids walk on the field, whether it's at soccer or whether it was volleyball, and you watch them and you see it in their eyes. I mean, as a championship manager or director, it's like, yeah, we did it.